all black. Find your home.
We hit Black 11.
I hit Black 11. That's the dragon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Water Hose Drinkers, episode 57, and I believe it is October 23rd, 2025, coming to you at 8 o'clock from right here in Tallahassee, Florida. And I'm here with my good friend Josh. How are we doing today, Josh?
Doing good. It's another week. Tired. Been busy.
Last
Uh,
week,
but
last
it's
week was
Thursday. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready to get back on the golf course. Ready to talk a
yes,
little ball, you know?
I got you. Yeah, last week we had to take a hiatus. I was traveling, couldn't make it work. I went back to the homestead of Lakeland, Florida. Yeah, it was a good visit. Good visit. Seeing little brother's la senior night. Last time I'll see him play football probably. So very it tugs at the heartstrings, you know. So
How bad did you cry?
I teared up, did not cry. I did tear up. But we were working on his application to Florida State University while I was home too. So
Maybe he should send an application to the school in Statesboro.
he wants to well, he's trying to qualify for Bright Futures and get his college paid for.
Yeah,
So
out-of-state tuition is a little rough.
I mean, if we can figure out a way, maybe like a scholarship of some sort, maybe on the football team. Who knows? Who
They never,
knows?
they didn't want to give me any scholarships. I didn't qualify for any of those. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Dick, yeah, go ahead.
moving along to a little football. Dude, Bucks, Lions, prime time last week. Lions took you down, man.
Yeah, Lions were the superior team for sure. Lions were the superior team. Bucks look a little off. They're banged up. So what
Yeah,
can you
but
do?
still look good, pretty banged up though, which is crazy. And Mike Evans coming back, playing
Well,
good, and then
and
he
then
breaks his collarbone. Like,
yeah, wasn't going to mention that as a little heartbreaking considering he was going for a record, but first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
oh,
And
easy, easy. Dude,
can
I
he get
in
that
my
for the playoffs?
dynasty
I'm not
league,
sure.
I
I'm not,
have four players on the IR.
I don't even fantasy has taken a nosedive, and I don't even
Four
want to talk.
players on the IR, and I've still lost two games. I mean, I'm about to hit a massive downhill skid right now.
It is, yeah, it's. I don't want to talk about fantasy is really bad right now. Fantasy has taken a nosedive for me. But I'm
But
also going to say that the fantasy, the Bucks, football, life itself kind of all encapsulates my song of the
Mhm.
week
Oh, I
because
forgot about that. Sorry.
this week feels like my Vietnam. So I'm playing my song of the week that I've been listening to is For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Slow song, just trying to mosey on through this week, get me through the weekend. So that's my song of the week. It's a little
My song
tough.
of the week this week, I've got to go keep it on the country track. I'm gonna go because I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm gonna go with That Stuff by Keith Whitley. Played it on my car ride home, and I was like, I don't know what song I'm gonna pick, and I was like, this one's a good one. So
Whatever keeps the Eagles rolling. That's what we're gonna do.
yeah,
Whatever keeps the Eagles rolling.
dude, going back to the Bucks game, I'm looking at the stats. I mean, 50 attempts by Baker Mayfield is ridiculous. And 41 rushing yards as a team, you can't really have that if you want to win a football game at any level. But then again, Jahmyr Gibbs for Detroit is absolute unreal. I think he busted one for 80 maybe in that game.
Yeah.
Um, but dude,
Yep.
I will say this. I know they only have two wins, but the Giants have been super, super competitive here lately with the
I don't
darts,
know.
Boo.
I will say this defensively, I know that Broncos ended up winning, but I love their D line because Brian Burns
Yeah.
with FSU has one of the best sack celebrations in all of the NFL. I don't know if you know what it is. Brian Burns' favorite superhero is Spider-Man. So every
Oh
time he needs
yeah,
a
that's him. Yeah.
Spider-Man Sally, and I think he has like a Spider-Man chain. Man, I could really use him. I could really use him back at FSU right now.
I will say this, dude, the Dolphins are horrendous, and the Jets are arguably one of the worst football teams in the NFL I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. But keeping on the NFL train, starting here, it's 8:08 here Eastern time. Starting at 8:15, we got the Vikings Chargers. And we also have going on right now, we've got South Al versus Georgia State. Georgia State just put it in the end zone, fixing to be 14-14 first quarter. So everybody was hammering the under in that game, I believe.
I didn't touch it. I'm the smarter man than that.
I mean, here's the thing. How many people are in that stadium tonight? Approximately probably about 250 because they're lying about their numbers. But anyway, moving along, dude. It's been a rough couple weeks. I finally get a win. We'll get into that in a second. It's been a rough month of football for you. It's been a brutal, brutal, brutal October. I know sometimes you're just feeling like you just want to quit, never show up to a game again, which I know that's not the case. But I know we've talked about it prior. I know you're not going to outright say it because you're just not that kind of person, but a lot of FSU fans are questioning Norvell's job. So what's that kind of on FSU Twitter or whatever it is? What's the stance that all our FSU fans are taking right now?
It's an interesting stance.
I'm sure it's mixed.
Well, it's mixed in the sense of where do you want the change to come from? Some people want the full entire thing flipped on its head, change everybody, get everyone gone. Some people want just the coaching staff gone. There's different avenues. It's not good.
Are you
But
factoring AD into everybody gone, or that's entire football staff?
that's and I'm gonna make my stance clear here in a second. When I say the entire thing, I meant like from AD down to the GAs, I think is where some people are stances at. Is it ever since December 3rd, 2023, that moment when the Texas logo showed up and then the Bama logo showed up, things haven't been the same. And what's glaring is it's year six. You're 6 years in, and you have two good seasons, and with an exceptional quarterback, and I'm not going to flat out say it, but it's time for a change. The past couple weeks are unacceptable. The lack of effort, it seemed unpreparedness. You're 17 and a half point favorites to Stanford, who, mind you, has Frank Reich as their head coach for a year. They literally came out and said, "We're doing this for 1 year." That's just they're not expected to do anything. And you start the season out on such a high with that Bama win, probably because there wasn't much film to go off of from last year. It's a completely different team. I'll just say this. I was very mad Saturday night. I was very, very mad. I've cooled off a bit, but in terms of where I stand in myself, I could do a better job of getting the boys ready to play with my damn Waffle House menu on Saturdays.
Hmm.
So it's time for a change. Now, what changes that? I don't know. I support the athletic director. I am all in on the athletic director. I also may have mentioned the person who should be gone is the GM. I'm over it. The GM position needs to complete overhaul, but it just
Who
feels
who
like
is in that position
Derek,
currently?
Derek Ray, he came from Oregon State, which again, is just not a comparable situation. Just not a comparable situation. And I'm gonna trust the AD, but that's about as far as my trust level goes when it comes to the decision making. Now I know reports came out that they're gonna stick with him to the end of the year.
Which I'm a firm believer that you need to do that.
Of course, I'm okay with that. I think that right now, it is where do you go? That's my question to Florida to the fan base that is all up in arms. Where do you go? You want to rush the firing, and then what? You're outbidding Florida, you're outbidding Arkansas, you're outbidding UCLA, Virginia Tech. I mean,
Plus,
Penn
Norvell's
State,
got a fat buyout that you got to worry about too.
and you got to factor in the coordinators. Coordinators, it's going to be it's over $100 million buyout to buy out to buy out everybody. But if we were to pursue a route, I don't know where we would go. Um, Obviously, I think the glaring one is James Franklin. I actually think that would make sense and make the most sense because we forget, yes, this was a bad year for him, but we forget last year he was a field goal away from a national
Mhm.
championship.
Mhm.
Um, he's and now I think that with everything that happened, he's got the fire, the hunger to actually go and win somewhere. Um, I'll throw out another name. I'll throw out a G5 name that I've heard that I think the fan base would like, John Summerall at Tulane.
Of course, he's in every conversation for every open job right now.
I do think that he will end up going SEC. That's why, again, it's so hard when you fire a coach and then it's like, well, we're waiting. I don't know if waiting is the right term because the instability that comes with it, the getting the right fit, and then, you know,
There's a
just
guy currently in that resides in Tampa, Florida right now that I think would be a good head coach. He's been a head coach a couple years in the NFL. May or may not have been a Super Bowl champ for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm okay. I love John Gruden. I think he's doing everything right now. I absolutely love John Gruden. I think he's the man. Actually, hell,
He's an NFL guy. He's an NFL
he
guy.
helped one of my best friends land his dream job. So, you know, I'm all for it. But please, University of Florida, please go hire John Gruden. That would make my year. But yeah, back to it. Just coaches that are popping in my head. John Summerall again's in the conversation. The Georgia defensive coordinator,
Mhm.
Glenn
Glenn
Schumann,
Schumann.
Brian Hartline from Ohio State is obviously in there. These guys don't have head coaching experience. But the biggest one that I am seeing, and I believe that everyone is that I'm telling you this right now. This is where I'm at with him. I am officially going out there and saying I am 60-40, 60 being in like the no, let's not do it, 40 in the let's give it a shot. Because with all the uncertainty and everything going on in college football, sometimes in order to go forward, you must go back. And there's currently a gentleman who has taken some years off and still
You're
lives right
not
now.
talking about Jimbo, do you? Oh my God.
I am 60-40, 60-40, no, not
I
happening.
mean,
40%, let's give it a shot because I think he would take a hometown discount. Everything he demanded years ago, we are doing standalone football facilities, stadium upgrades, competitive NIL, everything that he wants, we are doing. And he comes out and says, oh, I didn't want to leave, this, that, and the other. You did screw us. But now, if we do go this route, this is your chance to rectify it. You know how to recruit. You need to elevate your offense, and you need to get us back to playing Florida State football. And
especially if
that
he has success, he can pretty much handpick his successor as well.
if Texas A&M, you can all again, he's still not, that old. Um, but yeah, I don't think Florida State will go the G5 route. I think they got to make a splash higher. So it's either
I
James Franklin
don't, I do
and go.
not think that this coach will be a first-time head coach. So that kind of takes Glenn Schumann out of the picture. It's going to be somebody that has a good bit of Power Five head coaching experience, in my opinion.
What do you think? Who do you think?
I mean, I think I'd just from an unbiased standpoint,
Factor
I
in
would
all of the jobs also currently available. That is something that I keep reiterating to everyone. It's like there's
I think Jimbo could turn it around. Now, I don't know if Jimbo has that drive anymore, but also I don't know him personally, obviously. But I think it'd be cool to see him back at Florida State. But I I don't think that James Franklin decision is a bad idea neither.
with the route
I
that
think
it went.
he ends up in the ACC regardless.
Oh, you think he goes the
Could go
Virginia
to
Tech?
Virginia Tech. Yeah, I
I
mean, it
don't.
would make sense.
I disagree only because they hired his defensive coordinator in Brent Pry, and that did not work out.
True.
So why would
That's
you go
true.
from the tree?
Brent Pry was once a defensive coordinator for the Georgia Southern Eagles, actually.
I've heard names like Brent Key. I've heard I'm
No.
gonna throw my hat in the ring. Matt Campbell. I've heard Matt Campbell. I don't know how I feel about that. I think he's fine at Ames, but I don't think you need a big splash hire if you're gonna go this route. And what's a bigger splash hire than a shirtless guy from the stands with a Waffle House menu? I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I am. But yeah, we'll see what they do. It'll be very interesting. It sucks. It sucks being in
Yeah.
this position, but I don't what's great about this position, I will say, is I can get mad about Saturday. I was pissed Saturday, very pissed. But then I wake up on Sunday and I enjoy my Sunday. So it's not I'm conditioned now to embrace the bullshit. So we'll see what happens. We'll have more conversations, more hot board stuff, but yeah,
Who do
that's
y'all
where I'm at
have? Who do y'all have on this Saturday?
my week.
Bye week. Okay. Much needed bye week. Regroup week.
Then
Come back
Wake
to life.
Forest at home. And yes, I will be going to the remainder games that I can go to. No, I will not be booing him out of the stadium. May or may not be taking a open for work sign and wearing it open for work from like LinkedIn. But I'm not going to sit there and be like the fans that are like, I'm not giving another dime to this school. I'm not giving another dime to the athletic department. This is not the way you go about it. You
Oh,
throw
trust me, I completely understand about that. But here's the problem: is those f people that are saying that have never really given money anyway.
exactly,
That's the
exactly.
problem. It's the same things going on in Statesboro. They're all saying that I'm not giving another dime till you fire Clay Helton. It's like, well, to be honest with you, if you were given anything, you're not given that much to really make a difference anyway. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't give what you can give because some people are not financially off. Okay, I understand that. I give literally $1 a day, $365 a year. That's all I can afford. Okay, I get that. But if you're going to bitch and if you actually just want to pony up and make a difference, throw some dollars on the table and your voice is going to be heard. That's just the way it is. If you don't like it, that's just the way how freaking life is, to be quite honest with you. I mean, if you want to be honest with you, excuse my language, if you want to be a big swinging dick, you got to have some money on the table, to be honest with you.
We'll see. Hey, listen, I'm right now. He is my head coach. I would want to go every game. Every
Still
game.
rooting for his success.
I am rooting. Hell, if he finishes the year 8-4, then what? Again, it's like I don't know what the correct route is. I mean, obviously he's still recruiting. At least he's still trying. It's not like where Jimbo just up and left halfway through the year and stopped recruiting. I also am worried about the other jobs that would be coming available. Auburn
Yeah.
is up there. LSU is up there as a job becoming available.
Hmm.
And on top of all the other jobs that are still on the table, like your in-state rival, who again, I will say has deeper pockets than us at this
Yeah.
moment in time. So it's got to be strategic. It's got to be done the right way. You cannot rush the hiring. So go Knowles.
I really don't have too much bad loss to Southern Miss for the Eagles. That Thursday night game was pretty brutal. Almost came back and won that one. Can't really do a whole lot when your quarterback turns the ball over. But JC comes back right back against Georgia State, has 4 touchdowns, and plays damn near flawless in that game. Had a couple really good passes, really good catches by Camden Brown. Camden Brown's still a certified monster. Tied the school record, by the way, for single season touchdown receptions already with 9. Absolute freak of nature. I'm not quite sure how the numbers work, quarters wise, individual quarters for every single game, how much we've scored, how much they've scored. But I'm going to look into it and find the exact numbers for next week and include this coming game on Saturday. The amount of points that we've scored compared to other teams in the fourth quarter is a big difference. But we're averaging almost 40 points a game at home. We're averaging, I think, around 10 on the road. And we're on the road this weekend against Arkansas State. But
Tough
that
place
is,
to play.
huh?
That's a tough place to play.
Georgia Southern has never won as a program at Arkansas State. So offensive coordinator was, I think, a 3-year starter, 2-time Sun Belt Player of the Year at Arkansas State, Ryan Applin. So he's going back home. So hopefully he's dialed in, ready to dice up, his old school. But going back to that state game, we punted the ball 1 time. I mean, no, no. No punt. Sorry. Georgia State punted the ball one time.
What
We
you
had no
did.
punts.
But B to A. That's what you did. B to A.
Yeah, I mean, we scored 21 points to their zip in the fourth quarter, and that was the difference in that ball game. I mean, defense, I get it, man, needs to be better. Changes need to be happen on the defense. Like I said, I'm not at liberty to say what that is because I really don't know. I mean, that's not my decision to make either. But at the same time, due to a ton of injuries right now. Latrell Bullard, defensive tackle, he's going to redshirt this season, have surgery. Chance Gamble's already had surgery, redshirted for this year. Josh Dallas is done for the year, going to maintain medical red shirts. And, River Helms has been out. He'll get a medical red shirt. And it's like, dude, our injury report, half our team is freaking hurt. Like our injury report, if you put it on like a PDF, it's 2 pages long. Like it's ridiculous. And I mean, I feel bad for those guys. I mean, what are you supposed to do, man? I mean, it's not their fault that they got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I just hate it. I don't wish that on anybody, especially your team. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we're riddled with injuries right now, and I mean, it's tough. It's tough. But
Oh, yeah. I know we were banged up going. We need a bye week bad. We're really banged up, and I don't know the severe. Just backtracking, just talking about injuries on your team.
yeah,
Like I mean, Tommy took an insane hit at the end of the game, an egregious hit. That man needs to be in jail. Number 32 on Stanford or whoever he is. The injuries are part of the game, and it's a next man up mentality. So it sucks, but
dude, I was saying this to somebody after the game last Saturday. And I was like, dude, I'm surprised JC is just still alive, man. The amount of shots that he's been taking lately.
hey,
Like,
we told him to have that Baker mentality going into this year.
yeah,
So
dude, he had that. He had that against Georgia State, had 80 yards on the ground too. And I mean, they had four total touchdowns. I mean, Weston Bryan got in. The guy's a freaking beast, dude. Freaking Matt truck rolling at you. But anyway, I mean, I'm just amazed taking so many shots as a football player, especially big ones as a quarterback. You're hurting, dude. And I know you're a little over the midseason point. Looking forward to that bye week, and then you got bye week next week. Then you're on the road Thursday night at App. Come back home against Coastal. Home finale against ODU. Finish the year on the road against Marshall.
it's
So
tough.
tough
I'm gonna
schedule
be
left.
I'm gonna be on the road a lot this November, where we start at home against Wake, then we go to Clemson, and then we go to no, then we host Virginia Tech end the year in Raleigh on a Friday night against North Carolina State and at UF. I will be there. I will be there to hopefully get my lick back from last year. So be an interesting year to way into the year. I really just need 7 wins for my
Yeah.
over
But
6.5.
moving along because I know we're in a little time crunch. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I need us to win out to hit my win total. Win out.
Hey, we're gonna do it. We're gonna
So
manifest. We're gonna do it.
I sure freaking hope so, dude. Winners and
Let's
losers. My winner this week, I've got to go. Last Friday night, we saw the Louisville Cardinals take down the Miami Hurricanes. I thought that was a good team win, man. I did not expect that. And they did it in pretty freaking cool fashion, man. Creating turnovers, defense was flying to the freaking ball. They look good. They're my winners of the week.
It's kind of funny that you said that because I went on the opposite, and my losers of the week are the Miami Hurricanes.
Perfect. My loser,
Um,
who's your winner?
well, hold on. Let me preface this. The loser of the week because of that, the typical Miami BS of we're going to win the national championship, and then you fall flat on your face. And then this week, I don't know if you saw today the uniforms that they came out with for this weekend. Oh my God, they rival the UF, the UF
They're
Gators.
terrible, dude.
So
Terrible.
Miami is the double loser of the week. So I know you beat us, but ha ha ha, you still suck. Ha ha ha. But my winner of the week, and you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked at this. My winner of the week are the fans of that horrible school in Gainesville. The fans of UF are my winners of the week because they finally got rid of Cajun Willie Hillbilly Willie, whatever you want to call him. It took long enough. Now, I wanted to give him a lifetime contract. I think they should have, but you guys are liberated. You arguably are the number one job on the market. You and Penn State, you got to it early, but the scared money don't make money. But now 21 million is going into his pocket for that buyout. So my winners of the week are my Gator friends who are now relieved of Billy Napier's um, whatever you want to call him. So
My loser of the week is always the Georgia State Kitty Cats. They have no fans. They don't exist. They're our
insane.
little brother. I know you just tied up the overall record between the two. I don't care. No respect. Screw you, Georgia State.
Yeah, screw you. B to A.
So, hold on. I'm writing down my last wager here. I can't find it. But you got your wagers this week.
Yes, yes. I believe
So
talked about
let me give a recap. Sorry. So I'm 11 and 15 overall. You are 14 and 19 overall.
if you don't count those two parlays I gave, I'm 14 and 17.
True. Very true. Very true.
I wonder what's the percentage on that on the year?
No
We'll
clue.
do
I really don't want to do the math right now. I'm being quite honest with you. My brain is fried, Cole.
yes, I understand. I understand. Yeah, I'll take 14 and 19 every day of the week.
So what you got wager wise this week?
So I am got five plays for you, and it is legal for me here in the great state of Florida. I'm going to take right now, it is USF minus 5.5 at Memphis. I'm
Hmm.
also going to take their team total over 31.5. Listen, they're not covering the spread if they don't score at least 31. And if they score 31, you better outscore them. And I don't think you're going to outscore the bullies. They run fast. I don't know if you've seen the way they run their offense. It is it is like 12 seconds to the next play. It is incredible what they do. Very fast pace. I know Memphis is coming off a loss to UAB. Could be a get back game, but I'm gonna ride with my bullies and I'm gonna see them towards the playoff as the G5 team in the playoffs, hopefully. So moving on, I wrote this down and I didn't write the teams, but if I'm not mistaken, it was Missouri and Vanderbilt. I'm taking over 51.5. That's an alt line. I got it at minus 120, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I think the normal line is 52.5. So I'm buying a
Okay.
point and a half, something. So Mizzou and sorry, I need to write that down. And Vandy, I'm going to take that because I need 25 points from each. Then I'm going to Mississippi State plus 7.5. Heartbreaker last week at UF. They were going to win that football game. I don't know why you didn't just, I don't know
Plus
why.
seven and a half.
Plus 7.5 against the Texas Longhorns, but they are at Mississippi State. So get back spot, let down last week. You get right this week. Going to keep it close. And then my final play, which I think you're going to like, the Oregon Ducks wearing their Grateful Dead collab uniforms,
Love it.
minus 1.5 against the Wisconsin Dead in the Water Badgers.
I love it. 31 and a half, correct?
Yes, sir. I almost bought it down to 30.5, but I said, you know what?
Dude,
Yeah.
great uniforms. I need at least a Southern Exchange. If you're listening, give me a Georgia Southern shirt. Like instead of the Dancing Bears, give me like the Dancing Gus. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got three wagers this week, Cole. They call me the underdog king. All underdogs, all slight underdogs. Straight money lines, no spreads, nothing. We got Missouri beating Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Take it. College game day. Love
Yeah.
it. Missouri on the road. Love it. We've got Toledo Rockets money line on the road. All road dogs. Love it. Toledo Rockets on the road beating Wazoo. And the final one on the road, coming off a big victory against a rival. We're taking them. Georgia
Uh,
Southern money line.
I like it. I like. Are you so confident that you'll play them and then parlay them all together?
Parlay it. Tease it, whatever you
Round
want,
robin it?
straight bet it, round robin, whatever you want to call it. They're all hitting. I'm confident. I'm going 3-0 this week.
I
Road
like it.
dogs, all slight underdogs. Take it.
I like mine. I like mine a lot. I'm gonna go 5-0 this week. We're gonna get back on track.
Get back on track week starts now.
So
All
yeah,
right,
hey, that's gonna help my yeah, that'll put me at yeah. That'll get me back in
get
winning
back on
ways.
track. Let's get back on track week. That's all we need.
It's
But all
bye
right,
week.
Cole, good episode 57 this week.
So
Bye
yeah,
week.
go together.
Win
But
win the bye week. We're gonna win the road game to go into the bye week. Go undefeated in the wagers. We're gonna get back right.
yes, sir. Yes, we are. Hey, and it's always go Knowles.
Hail Star.